Well, there we go, matey.
Good evening, Paul.
You well?
How are you, mate?
Oh, I'm absolutely over the moon.
Good evening, Kelsey. Lewis, thank you for your wave, Lewis. And you got some blue love hearts from Kelsey.
Yeah, I don't know why the blue.
I don't understand this. You can get various different coloured or
can you?
different style of hearts.
Does me head in sometimes.
I don't know how, but we've got Jeg's granddad in the chat as well. He's sat here, but how do you mean, Chad?
I'd written that ages ago. I thought I'll just write it and then I don't have to go through.
So how's things then, Paul?
Good? Yeah, okay. It's been quite good.
Good. I've been trying to catch up a little bit on this Paralympics.
Oh,
I keep seeing it on news, you see.
You're a bit late. It's finished.
Yeah. Oops, I'm a swinger. How we doing?
I'm a swinger. Good evening.
And Noxie with the kinky killer.
Noxie, hi.
Yeah, I've
we're wrong way round. Apparently, we're wrong way round, Bobby. I don't know why.
Yeah, when we sit this way around, Paul, the view people get is us looking slightly towards each other.
Yeah, I thought that.
And when you turn it round, we're both slightly because it's where as cameras are, you see.
Yeah.
I've seen on news that England are doing really, really well, aren't they, with these Paralympics?
They've done well.
Is it nearly over now?
It finished last night, matey.
Did it?
Yeah, right. They're home today.
Right.
They've all come over on the choo-choo train.
Right. So where did they finish? Were the tops?
Second.
Second
to China.
Oh, that's good. USA usually good with Olympics, aren't they?
Yeah, but not. They're not very good with Paralympics.
Right. Russia, but Russia cheat, don't they?
Well, Russia's not in it.
That's what. But I mean, in normal Olympics, they've been caught with drugs and what have you, haven't they?
Yeah, but they weren't in the last Olympics neither. They won't allow them to come in.
No, they cause bother.
Well, they're a pain in the ass, aren't they, bloody Russians?
Yeah,
they should just bomb the bastards and get rid of them. Fuck them.
Now, that's a controversial comment I've ever heard.
Well, there you go. There you are.
Everybody knows where Paul stands with Russians.
Yeah, hate them.
Just hope we don't go to war.
Well, I'm too bloody old. They won't let me go.
Me too, mate. Me too.
Yeah. I did get in touch with what do you call them now? I don't know what you call them. What do you call them? Ukraine. When he second went into Ukraine, I did get in touch with Ukraine and say, I'm quite willing to come over and fight if you want.
Oh, ambassador, all right, government.
Yeah, but they said thank you and said, I think you might be a little bit old.
Well, he's a funny character, isn't he? Is he president?
Yeah,
I never know in other countries. Some have presidents, some have prime ministers. Well, some countries have both.
He's a president.
He's a president, but he's very casual, isn't he? He didn't dress up for the occasion, and he doesn't tend to go to these fancy state occasions neither.
No,
he got invited to what was it? Oh, Queen's funeral. He sent his wife. He didn't go himself.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit iffy, wasn't it? Leaving the country. I can see where he comes from.
But he's very casual. He turns up in t-shirts.
Well, yeah, but it goes to show you that he's got a pair of balls, doesn't it?
Oh, he's yeah.
He's one of the only leaders in the world, really, who's grown a pair.
Maybe he's a new breed. Because he ain't got the credentials. He was a comedian.
He was.
So he ain't got the schooling, if you like, the old boy schooling, which I think that's what lets them all down because it's secret handshakes and that. I think.
Yeah, you could be right there. I don't know if I've said hello, Sharon, but good evening.
Hi, Sharon, love. Say hello to John for us. I hope he's well. I hope you're doing okay, darling.
Lewis, you watched some of the best. If you only watched the swimming, it was good. But The whole of the Paralympics was good,
Right.
especially the biking. Not Viking, biking. So, yeah.
So anyway, did you ever think about your ancestry business, doing a video or anything? Last week you were talking maybe you'd
Yeah,
help people out and do it.
I did a Sunday question and answers yesterday.
Oh, did you?
3:00, yeah.
Oh, didn't that was early. I usually look for later one.
No, well, on a Sunday I do 7:00, don't I? With
Yes.
check, you know, for
Chegs,
Chegs update
updates.
thing. But yeah, I watched. I didn't watch. I did a Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
Had a couple in, asking a couple of questions, answered. I think I had 3 or 4. I can't remember now. But yeah, I just need to pick a proper time. I picked Sunday because I thought, well, Sunday's one of the good days. But the Sunday afternoon, don't know whether I picked the wrong time. But we'll see.
You've usually to publish them for people to realise it's coming up.
I did publish it.
You didn't?
I did.
Oh, did you? Well, people haven't seen it.
I published it on Thursday, but I don't have.
And it's whether YouTube put it out there, you know, push it for you.
I don't have that many subscribers to Genealogy Guy, but a dozen or so.
Yeah.
I got 3 new ones yesterday, so yeah, it'll come on as we go along.
Kelsey wants to know what's next for sports fans, Grandad.
Well, do you know? I don't really know. Football's a big thing. England play tomorrow night at Wembley.
Who do they play? It must be a friendly.
No, it's this Nations Cup thing. You know?
Football?
Yeah. We played on Saturday. We played the Irish and beat them 2-0. But I can't remember who Tuesday. It's Tuesday night anyway.
I'll look out for that.
Yeah, we played quite well on Saturday. I quite enjoyed it. It was a good match.
Looks like Lewis were watching the Paralympics. I watched the marathon one as well, as they do a fast walk. Lots of laughs.
Depends which marathon you watched. There's 3 or 4 marathons in the Paralympics. You know, you've got wheelchair marathon, then you've got a running marathon, and all depends again how many legs and stuff they've got. Do you know what I mean?
Right. It's just it makes you wonder how they categorize people.
Well, the show before the race, they show you how they've categorized them. You know, so it'll be they'll categorize people if they've only got one leg.
Yeah,
and then they'll, you know, if they've got intellectual things, you know, MS, ME, all those type of people, they all get categorized into
because they'll have to make sure there's no advantage.
Yeah,
physically.
Well, you know the biking one, you know, where they go around the velodrome thing, where they bike like really fast.
Oh yes,
on the wood inside. What they do there is they have. So if somebody's got a better advantage to somebody else, their clock will run slower than the person who's got the disadvantage.
Oh, right.
You know, so it's...
Yeah, because it's a difficult one to balance out, isn't it?
So they balance it out that way by having clocks running slower for some people and not others, you know. So if you've got a really bad disability or whatever, you'll have your clock will run 100%, which, you know, is running at proper time. Whereas somebody else who might be in the race has got an advantage over the 100% one, their clock might run at 96%.
Right.
You know, so it's a slower clock.
Right.
Yeah, it's quite, you know, they make it quite. They try to make it the same for all. If you see,
Yeah, fair as possible.
Yeah,
yeah,
which it works out quite right. You know, so
right.
Works out okay.
Well, for anybody who's interested, England play tomorrow. Finland.
Is that what they're playing?
Right, no, yes, quarter to 8 tomorrow.
Yeah,
playing Finland. I don't know if it's on TV or not.
It'll be on. I think it's on ITV.
Right.
I think
they're in.
Nations Cup.
It's clever as this internet, isn't it?
I love it.
They're in League B, Group 2.
Yeah.
So far, the top of the group is Greece, then England, then Ireland, and Finland.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
So have all of them played one match then, Bobby?
So far, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right. I'm just looking at you.
Anyway, I'm a swingers asking if there's any whiskey in that glass.
I knew. Somebody always does.
But there you go. There's no whiskey in it, I presume.
No, there's no whiskey in it. I've got strict rules from my missus about drinking whiskey. Somebody's bored, Paul. I'll let you deal with him. You're Cristiano.
Oh?
In chat.
In which chat? Not in mine.
Oh, I can't. It must be in mine. Yeah, it's in mine.
Yeah.
Can't you see it? Double.
Yeah, I've looked over now. I've seen it. So.
Boring.
There you go. So if he's bored, you know what to do when you're bored. Piss off. You don't have to sit and watch. We don't make you wait.
No.
If you don't like it, sling your hook.
We're like good cop, bad cop, me and Paul. I leave him to handle folk. I'm Mr. Nice Guy. And he don't mind playing that part. Straight to the point, Paul.
Yeah. Can't do with him.
Anyway, Sharon said it all. She says you don't have to stay.
Yeah, well, that's what I just said.
Correct.
I said that. If they don't want to watch it, they don't want to watch it, isn't it? What have they wasted time coming across for?
Well,
quite honestly. Anyway, this just sort of tell you this picture behind my head.
Right.
Is a pub we used to have in Skipton.
Nice place.
Yorkshire.
Skipton.
Nice, isn't it?
North
nice
Yorkshire.
Pub. Beautiful view from there. Absolutely cracking.
Yeah. It is a nice place, is Skipton. Looks a big pub.
It is. It is. I can't remember the name of it. That's the thing. There might be a name on the board there, but it probably isn't the name it was when I was there. You know, because they all change.
Yeah.
And I can't remember when that photograph was taken. But yeah. And the other picture, the roundabout picture at the top and the bottom.
The coastal picture.
The coastal picture, that's Flamborough.
Flamborough. Now then, that's on, yes, I recognise that bay.
Yeah, it's Flamborough Bay there.
You can walk right along the tops.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and if you look on the bottom part of the picture, you can see the slipway. Right in the middle at the bottom, the slipway for the lifeboat.
Yes.
So, even though the tide's out.
Yeah. I remember back in the day when I used to go regular to places like Filey and such. You can always, I don't know if it still is, but you could walk along the cliffside for miles. You can.
I think there's a proper walk. I can't remember what it's called now. I don't know if it won't be called the Wolds Walk. It might be called the Coastal Walk, but you can walk all the way from Brid right up to Scarborough along the coast, following the coast along. So it's a long walk, man. It's 18, 20 miles, I think. maybe a bit longer.
Yeah, beautiful walk though, because you're right. You're up on a cliff. You're top at.
Yeah, it's
and I used to,
nice area.
me and missus and kids when they were bairns, we used to spotting these little coves because there's quite a few of them.
There's lots along that top that east coast there. Some really nice views, and of course on the other side, the northern side of that picture. Don't know how you're going to know whether it's north or south, but the northern side of the picture is the bird sanctuary.
All right.
So, and that gets lots of tourists as a bird sanctuary.
Yes. But it's a nice place. It's a shame there's no real industry at coast because it's a beautiful place. Bridlington, Scarborough, Filey. I went all them places. East Coast is the places my mum and dad took me when I was a kid. You see, we always either stayed in a caravan or a guest house, and it's part of your upbringing. And I used to always think, I'd love to live here, not because it were seaside, if you like, because that's how you looked at it when you were a kid. But not because of that, but it were like it's beautiful. The quieter sides to it.
Yeah, of course. Back in the day, you couldn't walk along the whole of the coast because you had butlins stuck right in the middle.
That's right. Yeah,
and you couldn't walk along their beach. It was there.
Well, that's wrong, I think. I lived in Turkey for 6 years, and a country that size, which after Russia is the biggest country in Europe, it's a huge country. They have no private beaches. There's no restrictions on any coastal area. You can walk the full length of the coast if you wish, without being stopped. And I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
They should not be able to privatise part of your coast because that's part of your country. I know that you can do it with land, but I don't know. It's just a thing I always have. I think it's good. But yes. So this quiz, Paul.
Mussels and cockles from Brid last weekend, Noxie. They'd have been nice. I like mussels and cockles. Alibo. Yeah.
I like the cockles. I'm not so keen on seafood, to be honest, but I like the cockles. In a little tub. You get them in a little tub, don't you? Put some vinegar on, salt on, and you can taste the gritty and all out there.
Yeah. I used to, when I was very, 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 very young, we used to go digging cockles on the north side of Brid Beach. Get a bucket of cockles and take them to the fresh fish shop, and I think we used to get 10 bob for a bucket of cockles. I seem to recall, but that was a long way back. You're talking 60 years ago.
Right. Aye, cockles. You don't go to coast. Fish and chips and cockles or mussels. I'm a tough fish, man.
We used to have. I don't know if any other seaside town, but we used to have a guy who we used to come round on a Friday night into the pubs with cockles and mussels in little things,
Oh, yes.
Yeah. He used to come around every Friday night. Well, every night over the weekend.
Yeah, he'd come up.
He'd be in.
We had one. He used to have a big tray, white coin.
Yeah. That's the one.
And he'd walk in and he'd say, "Any crabs on your cock?" That's what you used to ask him.
Yeah. Yeah. Bit of a personal question.
That was a bit rude for me.
But, it was, wasn't it? Most unusual. Have you lost your lights or something, Bobby? You're a bit dark,
I've got one out at the moment. Let me just put a bigger light on.
No, I mean it's okay. I can see it, but
yeah, it's a bit dark.
You're normally a bit lit up. Oh, there you go.
I'll put that one on as well.
Technology, it's amazing, isn't it?
that bit better?
Yeah. That's You don't look. You looked a little bit as though you'd been. Well, yeah, you looked as though you'd been sat in the sun for a week.
No, I've got two lights. I have one in front of me, and I have one at side of me to gear light.
Yeah.
And one of them, I've lost. I don't know about you, but I've got loads plugged into this thing, and somewhere it's. I think it's quite close, but it's finding which one it is.
Yeah, it is. It's let's have a look. We had the nice. Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, we get a fishman in our local pub. Mussels, cockles, and raw black pudding. Oh, cracking!
Black pudding, not for me.
Oh, love it.
No, it's a Lancashire dish.
I still love black pudding.
Kelsey has told me to put big light on.
Put big light on.
Right. That's an old
there you go.
Why did we call it big light?
I don't know. Because we're a bit sick up here, aren't we?
Oh, landing light. Did you ever set landing light?
Aye, landing light. Aye.
Up the stairs.
Yeah.
Put landing light on.
Let's see what we're looking at.
Yeah. I don't know if Bibby's in chat, but he'll be lost with this kind of talk.
No, he's not in chat. Well, he ain't in mine, and I can't see him in ours.
No.
So.
I know he's going live later on.
Is he?
Yeah. So he might be setting himself up.
Yeah, he's been having a problem with, getting his talking correctly.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's a bit like, when we did it and the people
audio.
Yeah.
Audio, yeah.
It's all to do with a thing called loop back.
Right.
If you're on a PC, you need Microsoft's piece of software that's something to do with loop back, and then you can tell it where to put your audio.
Right.
It's a bit of pissing about because it's Microsoft and it's all this pissing about.
Right. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I'm on Microsoft. Don't know if you are.
I am.
But, the updates, I knock them off. They're no updates.
Good evening, Roscoe. Nice to see you,
Roscoe, mate. I hope you're well. Yeah, and I stop it updating, and I've got a program that updates your drivers.
Yeah.
And I'd rather do it that way because the beggar about. And I tell you what, I don't know if what browser you use. I use Google.
I use DuckDuckGo.
Do you?
Yeah.
But Microsoft insist on this bloody Edge.
Yeah.
And when you uninstall it,
does your head in, doesn't it? Bing. Oh.
When you uninstall it, the next update you get, it puts it back in.
Yeah.
And it's like, bloody hell. And it's annoying, is that bloody Edge. I don't like it. But I've always used Chrome, you see.
Yeah. I use Chrome on my own PC.
Yeah.
But I'm on
Levi's.
I'm on Levi's PC for this.
Right.
And he uses DuckDuckGo or Brave, I think it's called as well.
Yeah, Brave's supposed to be. He was telling me about that, a good while ago. Yeah, Brave's supposed to be the new in thing, if you like.
Well, it hides everything, doesn't it, Brave?
And you don't get. Apparently, you can stop adverts on YouTube with it.
Yeah. You can stop. It's quite good. I don't use it much, but because I'm on his machine, I don't have a lot of choice.
No, you don't want to change too much.
I don't want to be getting rid of stuff. So,
just say bye-bye to Sharon. Thank you, Sharon, for your help, darling. I hope you and John are well, and you take care, sweetheart, and I'll catch you later. Just go in, Sharon.
Yeah, take care.
We'll catch up soon. Lovely lasses, Karen. Sharon.
I wish I could do with somebody coming in and give me a shave.
Oh,
I hate shaving.
Her husband needs daily attention.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You can't say that to a woman. Bloody hell. Say that. Well, I remember my father arguing with my mum. and saying, my mum saying, you don't have to put up with what women have to put up once a month. It's a bloody nightmare. And he turned around and says, well, we have to shave every day. She went bloody ballistic with him.
Yeah.
She says, you're comparing that with shaving.
Yeah, I think it's a bit much there. I don't think I'd have done that.
But my dad was one of those that shaved every day, you see.
Yeah, well, I used to, but now I don't have to get up and go to work and all that kind of shite. It's every 3 or 4 days. Yeah, but then it gets to a point of, oh, God, you've got to have a wet shave because your bloody electric razor won't cut through all the crap.
Yeah.
But there you go. It's just one of the things we have to live with.
Paul, before it gets any later, let's address
Clary shaves
quiz.
3 times a week. Has anybody got it? Has anybody got the quiz? Started at the beginning.
That's
Anybody's
a bit cheeky.
got it?
That's a bit cheeky, Noxie. Clary shaves 3 times a week. That's his good lady he's talking about.
Oh, right. You see, I just go by names.
Now then, what the question was, from what I can gather, Paul, because I know as much as you guys in chat, I don't know anything. It tells me nothing. What's the name of the bar in the pub
within
the
the
video
pub
at the beginning?
Yeah.
Right. Have we got any clues?
And well, the clues in there as well. I think there was a date.
1953, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. So there was a date where yeah, sorry, Clary. I do apologize. Yeah, there was a date within there, and if you and there was a thing that alluded to the date, and it's all about the meaning of life. If you know, I don't know if that's too far.
I can tell you the name of pub.
What's the name of the pub?
The Eagle.
Yeah, that's the one.
Spotted that.
The Eagle has landed,
and it's a Green King pub.
It is, which gives you another clue, doesn't it? Because the Green King area. So there's a few clues kicking about, and within the video, there's a big sign inside the pub that tells you what the bar is called. But if you look at the stuff within the bar, you can get from it what it's about.
Well, there's writing all over the walls. I've frozen the picture.
All right. Well, it's the ceiling is the thing.
And the ceiling as well.
Well, the ceiling is the thing. What they used to do was they used to write their names in the ceiling using cigarette lighters or candles and shit like that, you know. Kelsey, it's got nothing to do with the coronation, sweetheart. Sorry. You're normally quite... Coronation, yeah. You're normally quite good on this.
But that's it's a good guess, because at year.
It is, yeah. But it's not the one. It was... If I say what it was, the date, it'll tell you straight away. The person within the pub announced to the world that it found the meaning of life. That was what he actually said. It's the meaning of life.
Right.
So
it's definitely a free for all in there. I mean, the writing's everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is it a pub where you can go in and actually put your name on the wall, or?
I don't think you're allowed to do it now.
Right. But the walls are absolutely packed with stuff.
Yeah, it's the ceiling is the thing.
Yeah, you show a clip of the ceiling.
Yeah. The ceiling is the thing. I think the stuff on the wall is more afterwards, if you see what I mean.
And why did they do that then?
Well,
on the ceiling.
It's a bit like going to somewhere and drawing that little thing that says what's the one where he hangs over the wall like that?
Oh,
so and so was here.
Leroy was here, whatever.
You know that
chat thing.
Yeah, and you know, if you go into mines and stuff like that, the miners will sometimes put the names on the wall. I was here, 1910. You know, well, that's what that is. You know, quite a lot of them will have put the names up there and not come back.
Right. So it's a pub full of character, then, isn't it?
It's certainly got character.
And where's that?
Down south.
It's down south.
Well, it's south from us.
What, Sheffield?
No, it's south from us.
I didn't think you went that far down.
No, it went a fair distance.
I thought you stopped at Doncaster and Sheffield.
No, I went a little bit further south. I'm trying to remember what the
area's called.
What the area's called now. I seem to recall it's one of the. You see, it's 2 weeks ago, isn't it, when I did it? I seem to recall it's one of the university places. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's not Oxford and not Cambridge, but it's like that. It's one of those type of places.
Right.
And I can't remember exactly.
It's certainly unique.
But if you've kept the picture of the bar that I'm talking about, you should see the name of the bar within that picture because it's there. There's
a big part of the picture that says the Pressure Boys 1989 in big numbers.
Hi, baby. Good evening. You got a sick note, mate?
Oh, baby, mate. You've come at right time because you wouldn't have understood us talking about landing light and big light.
Aye, you'll have missed that.
I hope you're well, mate, and look forward to your live later on.
Yeah. Well, is it Tuesday?
No,
I thought he does Tuesdays.
He does, but he does these random lives now and again, and I'm sure it's. I'm sure I've seen it. He's got one on tonight.
Lewis, it's not Skipton, mate.
No, it's down south.
The pub behind me head is in Skipton. But the
Baby might know if it's down south, that.
Yeah, it's his way, but it's not as far south as he is, but it's that way. And
I'm just looking through video here and clicking and stopping it.
Right. Well, you'll see the name of the bar.
Right. You see, there's that much stuff on walls.
Yeah, it's not the wall you want to be looking at, mate. The name of the bar is not on the wall.
Right.
So you only get a brief view of the name. But I'm just while you talk, if you talk a bit, and I'll just Google.
Yeah.
What I think it is.
It's in it. Yeah, I can see from the rest of the video where you've. It's some kind of university city or town.
It is a university city. I can't remember which.
So how's things, baby? I hope you're well. I notice you've been. What's that mean, baby?
Oh well,
I premiered Night Owls, but I ain't planned on doing one. All right, I'm with you. Sorry. Come on, Paul.
Yeah, I do apologise when I said about Oxford and Cambridge to ignore them. Well, you don't ignore them, basically. So.
Oh, Knox's put Cambridge.
It is Cambridge. The place is Cambridge.
Well done, Noxie.
Okay.
Noxie is the quiz winger tonight.
Well, no, because she's only named where it is. She hasn't named what the bar's called. There's a bar within that pub.
Right. Everybody's Googling now, aren't they?
Yeah, well, if they Google it, they'll get it. Bibby, I'm great, mate. I'm absolutely great. I'm a bit like that, Bibby, today. I've been all over the place, been doing stuff and went to my brother's today to see if I could sort out his stuff, because he's a little bit he's not up on social media stuff. This is how daft my brother is, really, if that's the right word. I shouldn't really say it, but we, on a Thursday night, my brother, my sister, and myself have a WhatsApp meeting. Yeah, on a Thursday night. We have half an hour chat on a Thursday night in WhatsApp. It's not the old spring, Lewis, no. And you're getting close, though, I think. Yeah, so I sent a telephone number to my brother for his daughter, because his daughter was on WhatsApp. So I sent him the number. And then on Thursday, I sent him the number on Monday. And then on Thursday, I said to him, have you spoke to your daughter yet then? And he said, no, because I don't know how to use WhatsApp. I said, well, you're using it now, you stupid old bugger. No. Oh, am I? I said, well, yeah. Don't it says at the top of your screen, WhatsApp. I said, just put the number into WhatsApp and then it'll connect with your daughter. And then, if she wants to talk to you, she will. So, Barleymow, where are you getting all these names from, Lewis?
Well, I've got some history I've read some history.
There you go.
About how it got on, how all that writing got on ceiling. Have I to say it?
Yeah, it's okay.
The Eagle pub in Cambridge, England, has a bar called RAF Bar.
Oh, there, you've just given the answer.
But it was used by fighter pilots during World War II to write their names and squadron numbers on the ceiling. The pub opened in 1667. That's before your time, isn't it, Paul?
Well, what was it? 16 what?
10 to 5.
Oh, no, it's all right for me. I know what time that is.
The pub opened in 1667 as the Eagle and Child, and the crest of the Earl of Derby. RAF graffiti, the tradition of writing on the ceiling, is thought to have started with RAF Flight Sergeant P.E. Turner, who climbed on a table to burn his squadron number on the ceiling. The graffiti was preserved and deciphered in the early 1900s by RAF Chief Technician James Janey.
There you go.
There you go.
So you've given the answer, so you win the quiz.
I cheated though.
Isn't that what everybody does? Goes on Google.
So that's the
name of the bar within the pub. What you said.
RAF Bar.
RAF
named after the squadron P.E. Turner, who was the first to burn his name into the ceiling.
And I don't know if there's an American air base close by, because during the war the Yanks were on our airfields. So there might not be an American air base at that time. It could be one there now, but at the time that was done, there wasn't.
Yeah.
So it was. So there'd been an RAF station close by. That's what it was. Okay, so Bobby's won the quiz. He's giving you the answer.
Doesn't it show how things have changed over years? You go to the pub now and they've got the phones. They ask them to turn them off.
Yeah.
When they do quizzes, You can understand why, can't you?
Well,
it's
yeah,
so
because
easy.
it just gives you the answer straight away, doesn't it?
Maybe he's gone. He's coming back.
Aye. Yeah, so I'll have to look for something new for next week then, won't I, now that you've spoilt it?
Well, I do like these questions and these places you're finding because they've all got character, haven't they?
They have, yeah. I try to find, I don't know really. I just look round and something catches my eye in a photograph and I think, oh, that looks quite good. And then I'll go and have a look and say, oh, yeah, we'll do that one. I know nothing about that pub. I've never been to it. I don't even know where it is. I know it's in Cambridge somewhere, but I don't know where. I've never been. But the history is quite good. It's got a lot of history in that pub. And the clue, what I give was, and I can't remember the date, but it was something like February 1953. And I said it was the man announced that he'd found, what did I say it was? He found the tree of life or something. I can't remember what I said he said in his statement. But what it was DNA.
Right.
He discovered the DNA bit.
Right.
1953. That's it, Roscoe. Thank you, DNA. So, so that was the 20. I think it was said the 28th of February, 1953. So he sat in that pub with the world's press and stuff like that. Had come to the pub to listen to this announcement, and it was him and another guy, I think, who'd found the double helix and all that kind of stuff for DNA. And I think he said it was the meaning of life. I think that's the term he used.
Right.
So yeah, that pub's got a lot of history. Lots and lots of history within that pub.
Yeah, yeah. It is interesting. Lewis, don't be falling out with Mrs. Lewis says, me and Claire are too competitive for quizzes. Don't you be causing fallouts, Paul, by asking
Well,
questions.
I do apologise if I am. It's
Oops, that's my dog.
Anyway, I don't know what we're going to do for next week, Bobby, now that you spoilt it for tonight. I was hoping that would last a couple of months.
Yeah, Roscoe's told me, look, and 71 years later, Bobby wrecks the quiz.
Yeah, you've got it there, mate.
Sorry, I won't do that again. I'm banned off. I'm barred off. I'm not allowed to use Google while we're on a live. It's an interesting story.
Well, there you go. RAF Lakenheath is the largest American airbase in the UK, based in Cambridge.
Right.
So, yeah. So that'll have been the war base, I presume. Lakenheath would have been a Spitfire place, and all those bomber places and stuff like that in the war. I don't know because I haven't looked it up. But I do know one thing about RAF Lakenheath is who was she? My niece used to run the pub just outside, across the road from RAF Lakenheath.
Right.
So we've got a family of publicans. Do you know?
Right.
Well, so much just popped in my mind there. I used to run a pub called the Three Horseshoes in just outside Derby, on a place called Long Lane, Derby. And normally you find if pubs have got, the Three Horseshoes or the Four Horseshoes or the Horseshoe Inn, you normally find them on Roman roads because that's the name, they used to name the inns for the horsing
Right.
on Roman roads. Mm-hmm. Now, when I was doing my genealogy, I found, and I think it was about 10 generations past, I found a great uncle and his wife, and they used to run a pub called the Three Horseshoes. And I thought to myself when I found it, how things come down generations, you know.
Mm.
10 generations ago, I had somebody in my tree who ran a pub called the Three Horseshoes, and 10 generations later, I'm running a pub called the Three Horseshoes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's
coincidences funny, aren't as rare as you think.
Yeah.
Well, I'm cheating again. I'm just going to read out bit that you explained that I missed out when I read it out. It says the Eagle Pub was also known for being the local pub of Francis Crick and James Watson.
That's them.
Who discovered DNA. That was their local pub.
Yeah.
Crick announced the discovery of the double helix structure of DNA in the pub on February 1953.
Yeah.
The plaque next to the door commemorates the moment.
Does it tell you what he actually said? Because he didn't say he announced to the world that it was something like the meaning of life or something like that was in his statement. Okay.
But he did say that possibly a grumpy old bugger on YouTube will be talking about it for years.
Yeah. Well, he ain't wrong, is he? Lewis, if we could give out chocolate bars for the quiz, we'd have them on. But there's no way we can give out chocolate bars and stuff like that for the quiz. But I was thinking, Bobby, that we might go for some like car stickers.
We could do, yeah.
You know what I mean, and get a few car stickers with Bobby and Paul YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the winner. I'm a winner on whatever, and the winner gets a car sticker. You know, when I say a car sticker, I mean them things you put in the window of your car. You know, I was there and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I thought that might be a bit of a thing if we could come up with a bit.
Could have a look because they'd be easy to send out.
Yeah, they would. It'd be just sending an envelope, wouldn't it?
Envelope because they're flat.
Easy peasy. Then
well, if anybody's interested in put some comments on the video afterwards.
Yeah,
if you think that's a good idea.
Well, that's what I thought because we can't be sending out, you know, we can't be sending out bars of chocolate or you know, the countdown trophy or something like that. It'd be bloody stupid. But we could send out an envelope with a sticker in for the car,
saying I won the quiz with Bobby and Paul.
Yeah. We'll think about it. We'll put our heads together and we'll come up with something that, you know,
something like that.
Don't you, Kelsey? You don't have to have a car, sweetheart. You can put it in your front window. You've got a window, I presume.
Stickers.
They don't have to. They don't have to go in your car.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look. We'll see if we can sort something
come up with.
We'll come up with something.
We'll have a chat through a week about that, Paul, and see.
We will
see what's what. But yeah. Now then, hey, how would that be? Yeah. Take it serious then.
Well, yeah, they're getting some
a winner's sticker.
Getting some up and out. There you go.
We should parachute out of a plane and then deliver one to Bobby, seeing he has won the RAF one.
There you go.
I didn't know, Lewis, mate. I cheated. I'm hey, honest as lays long, me. I'll tell you, I cheated, and I shouldn't have do.
Well, you know, it's not cheating, is it?
Oh, Kelsey's happy now because she says I do have a window.
Oh, well, there you go.
It helps if you've got a window, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, when we start doing this thing, unfortunately, Bobby's not allowed to enter.
Right? No. But you see, he doesn't tell me out, folks. He doesn't tell me a word thing. I join him. I'm usually last one on, 10 to 6, 10 to 7, or sometimes he's to ring me up and say, "What you doing?" And he doesn't tell me anything about the pictures.
I
Give me
don't.
no clues. I'm
I don't.
as blind as you are to it. So
Anyway,
he's a serious quizzer.
Roscoe's put, I've only parachuted once, never again.
Have you,
Now,
Roscoe? That must be an experience.
Now, the thing about jumping out of aeroplanes, there's only two things that fall from sky, isn't there? Bird shit and fucking idiots.
It's something I could never do.
Oh, I don't think I've got the nuts for doing that.
You know,
even if I was strapped to somebody, I don't think I could do it.
No, my heart won't take it.
I bloody wet myself. Well,
I can go on a roller coaster.
Saying that, I'd wet myself. I have to wear them bloody tenor things now because I do piddle occasionally when I laugh. Yeah, Lewis. You see, I'm bringing back old memories. It's amazing. So it's amazing how somebody can just peak a memory, isn't it? You know, because I've got lots of memories and lots of sayings and lots of things what I've got answers to. And it's when somebody puts it in the chat and it sparks that memory.
Yeah.
And it will for other people. You know, if you put something in a chat, it sparks memories.
Of course it does.
So,
of course it does. And unfortunately, the older you get, that's all you end up with.
It is memories.
I
just spell it differently.
And you know, I don't want to put a down on conversation, but as I said, I lost 2 uncles within 3 days recently, and in the same week that 2 friends I know in the town passed away, and you start thinking to yourself, bloody hell, I must be next on the list.
Yeah, you do. Well, you do, Bobby. It's like the thing where you used to go and get the newspaper, didn't you? And you'd look at births and marriages.
That's right.
Well, you go and get the newspaper now. You don't bother with births and marriages. You look straight at bloody deaths.
Who's left?
Oh, bloody hell! Who's left now?
Who's left? They should say waiting room and death.
Yeah.
For those in,
yeah,
ready on the way out. So it gives you, at least it gives you a bit of a clue. Then you're ready for it.
Yeah.
Look in waiting lists and it'll tell you who's on the way out.
You don't have to buy papers now, do you? It's all.
Oh,
that's it. Hatched, matched, and dispatched. That's the one, Roscoe. You've got it.
I'm a jinx. Look, Roscoe says I'm a jinx.
They're the words: hatched, matched, and dispatched.
Thank you, Noxie, saying it the likes. That's lovely. Yeah. It's a different world. It's a different, and you know something. You find yourself turning into your father, because when I was a kid, he used to say, "Oh, music sounds the same." He used to say, "You don't know you're born today." And at that time, when I was a kid, I used to think, silly old bugger. Now, what did I do? What do I say about my lads? I say, oh, bloody music sounds same. You don't know you're born. History repeats itself, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does.
It does. It does.
You know, it's a funny old world.
I didn't have a father figure, so I've got none of those sayings.
No,
my father figure was my mother. She was the father and the mother. So it's her sayings.
Yeah.
If I started to talk like my father talked, I'd be talking in bloody Viking.
Yeah. I remember my mum saying to me one day she'd brought shopping in, and we used to have a larder, well, not a larder, like top at stairs down at cellar. Used to have shelves for food.
Yeah.
And she says, right, pass me these tins of food and I'll put them on the shelf. And I'm passing them her. And I mumbled something, but nothing important. And I wasn't being rude. I didn't say anything. And she clipped me right bloody lug. I says, what was that for? I didn't say out. She says, well, speak up next time.
Yeah.
My mum were one of these, do as I say, not as I do. Well,
there you go. That's exactly what my mum would do.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. You don't do as I say. You don't do as I do. You do as I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, I use that myself.
It's a working class attitude, and it resonates with lots and lots of people, doesn't it? Because you yourself are a bit like my upbringing. We didn't have anything, you know. We didn't have anything when we were kids. We used to, you know, my mum and dad used to week to week. You know, end of week they were skint, so it was next week. You know,
it was,
and that's how a lot of people lived. You know, there were no bank cards.
No,
nothing like that. You got a weekly wage in a packet. I mean, Mum had a tin, and for all the bill money.
An old biscuit, was it an old biscuit tin?
I didn't want to say it. But, she used to sit down with Dad on a payday. I think it was a Thursday, Friday, and that's for rent, that's for this, that's for that, that's for that, and then this is what we've got over. So we're off. We can go out on Friday night. And we can have fish or Saturday night, and we can have fish and chips Friday night. But and then we're back to square one.
Yeah.
And that's how you lived, didn't it? That's how you lived.
It was, yeah. It was. You're exactly right. You're not wrong.
It's an eye-opener to younger people. It must be, because everything's so convenient now. We didn't have a clue what was happening to the other side of the world.
No, we didn't have a clue what was happening in bloody town.
No.
Unless you got the weekly newspaper and read it.
Well, all the news, we relied on newspapers and radio. That was it. That's the only way you get any news. So you had to believe what you heard. Now the bloody getting news, breaking it up, changing it round, and it's Poolsman. Noxie says, I can remember the Poolsman coming round our house and the insurance man selling TV stamps.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I can remember those.
I remember them well. Co-op stamps and all.
Yeah, what were them other stamps we used to get?
Green Shield stamps.
Green Shield, that was the buggers, wasn't it? You used to get sheets of Green Shield stamps.
That's right.
I don't ever remember using any.
Well,
I remember seeing them.
I remember my mum filling up 3 books of co-op stickers, and she says, "There you go. Get down to Somewhere Else," they called it, which it's part of co-op. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they were a big store. And get you sent a pair of trainers with them. I got a pair of trainers with these bloody went in and 3 books for them.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit like having rationing books, isn't it? Same thing, I suppose.
Anyway, Paul, we've come up to that time again, mate.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, co-op did stamps as well. That you put in a £1 book. Yeah, I was just saying that, Roscoe, mate. Someone else, a blast from the past. Yeah. So
amazing,
this week,
isn't it?
Paul's gonna do another quiz question. Everybody's barred from Google because I've set a bad standard there. It's my fault. I'm encouraging the wrong things to do, aren't I?
No, if they want to use Google, that's the point of it. It makes them use the stuff, doesn't it?
But I must admit, the question took some finding. Answer took a little bit of finding because unless you name a pub and area.
Yeah. You wouldn't. Well, you knew name at pub because it told you.
That's it. Eagle. I did a little bit of investigating. I spotted name at pub.
And then, of course, if you looked at Green King to see what area they do, you'd have seen, it's down that way. And then I'd said it was something to do with a university town. So, there were plenty of clues there, weren't there? I think there was anyway.
Yeah. And,
I don't know. Anyway, folks, if you have an idea about having a prize,
let us know.
Let us know. Just put in the comments below, or you can't see me hand anyway.
Put it in the comments section at video after.
If you think it's a good idea, just say yay.
And we'll work some out, me and Paul.
We'll find some. We'll come up with a sticker that's that pronounces that you're a brain box.
What about doing a 10 questions quiz?
It's a bit difficult, isn't it?
Well,
you know, because 10.
I tell you what, I've seen people do. They read a question out on a quiz and it's the first one to answer.
Yeah. Which basically that's what we do, isn't it? First one who answers is the winner.
But they'll do 10 questions or 10 pictures.
Then you've got to. I think it's a bit.
Yeah, it can be a bit complex.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, listen, folks, we're gonna have to go. Well, I am.
Bibby wants 50 grand.
50 grand.
Yeah. So, and he gets a 99% cut.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you can have the cut.
Well, hey, leave him alone. He's a friend of ours, is Bibby. Kelsey's put Paul's genealogy channel up.
If you're interested in your genealogy, just go there, and it'll get better as time goes on. It's a new channel, and I'm on the cusp of adding things. I add a couple of things every so often. So yeah. Anyway, so Bobby, do you want to say good night to your?
I'll say good night to people, and thank you everybody for who joined us in the chat. It's been wonderful as ever. I hope you're all well. All have a great week, and I'll pass you over to Paul to shout a few names out.
Yeah, so I'll say good night and God bless, and so Noxie, Kelsey love, Bibby, Lewis, good night, Roscoe. I don't know who else there is. Anyway, good night to you all. It's really been nice. I've enjoyed the hour, and it's
it's a nice
live long and prosper.
It's a nice chilled out chat, and we'll do the same next week, Paul.
We will. Yeah. Don't forget, comment below for something that you think we should do for the quiz. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's good night from me,
and it's good night from
him.
And I'm going to have to shoot off myself. So.
Okie dokie.